Well, it's based loosely on a family of Russian bowls and objects called kovsh. And they were used, small ones, for salt, for sauce, and even for strong liquor, sort of spirit cups. Where this one varies greatly is the shape and the form with the bears. Now, usually they just have a handle, but this is most unusual. These bears on the ends, and of course very popular. It's a lovely idea. It's silver gilt, gilded on the inside because whatever goes in it, in a sense, is protected by the gilding. It will protect any food from being tainted or any liquid from being tainted by the metal. And decorated in what is called Cloisonné enamel. Now, the way this is made is you have the silver body of the bowl, and then you overlay onto the silver these little filigree wires. And each one of those wires creates a cell, which is the word cloison in French, and then the enamel is basically put into these individual cells. There is a maker's mark on the bottom, and it's very small punch at the bottom, and it's actually the mark of Feodor Rückert, and he was one of Fabergé's workmasters. I have to say, it's not Fabergé. He worked for Fabergé, and when this was made, he'd actually left and set up in business on his own, and he's well known for this type of enamel, and particularly for the use of these greens. You see these shaded and light and pale greens. You don't see that on many other examples of this cloisonné work. The eyes of the bears themselves are actually, I think, probably little tiny chips of ruby. And spectacular. I mean, date the very end of the last century, beginning of this. That's the popular period for this sort of enamel work. It does have a little damage. I don't know if you've noticed.
Yes. Is it possible to do something about that?
Yes, you can. Because of the cloisonné form, it's easy to repair. I say easy. It can be done much easier than for, say, a whole enamel object. If it was enameled all over, it's very difficult to repair without showing.
Right.
But here you can literally just attack and repair one small part. And so the results would be very successful and not enormously expensive either. But actually, collectors are well aware of this, and so it doesn't really affect the value, which I presume you'd like to know.
Well, I'd hope you would say it's not very valuable, because I want to put it on the mantelpiece again.
Well, I think it is. It's a difficult object to value for the reason that it is not the standard type. I have not seen one of these come on the market for some time, and so I'm going to give it a range. Let's say somewhere between £8,000 and £12,000 would be the value, I think. But it could make more. It's very popular at the moment. Russian works of art are
I don't want to part with it,
on a
but I
high
want to
roll.
show it.
Keep it on the mantelpiece. Wonderful. Just put it away when you go away.
Yes.